Hey everybody! Welcome back to episode 4 of Chaoskraft 2, Lands of Legend. No, Lands of Legend. There's no S in the Legends. Welcome back! So, I've gone ahead and re-equipped myself. I actually have a pretty good pair of boots on. Our boots broke last time, as we saw. I was really tempted to wear these boots because of the mending on them. But with the curse of binding and the rest of my gear kind of being so-so, I was kind of put off a little bit by that. We're kind of re-equipped. I put the Bane of Arthropods sword back in the chest. Unless we run into the next area being spiders, I don't think it's going to be super useful. It is an iron sword, which by the stats that were on it, was set up to be a damage of value of 4, I believe, if I saw the stuff right. I didn't think it was going to be super useful for us, so I kind of put it off to the side just as a holdover. Brimstone Dunes, and we can investigate into that later if necessary. Oh, well, at least we're gonna have to worry about them too terribly much. It wouldn't hurt to keep them alive. That will give us a source of magma cream. Ow. Ooh. Oh, there's blazes over there. Will give us a source of magma cream, which is really nice. Given that we're probably not too terribly far off from potion-related stuff. I mean, we'll kill that blaze right there. I don't believe brewing stands were amongst the items that the mapmaker was suggesting that we didn't craft. I believe it was specifically anvils and enchanting tables. So we can craft a brewing stand. We do have access to glass, if I remember correctly. Red sand still can make glass, so we do have access to those two elements. We do need nether wart, which, I mean, we don't have access to yet. But some of our potions we can modify. I don't think we have any awkward potions at the moment. But I don't think we're too terribly far off from being able to actually brew our own potions. So today, I think we're going to investigate into this orange area. I would be interested to see if this is going to lead us to the orange wool. I'm kind of skeptical whether that's going to be the case, given that it was an area that was after this magenta area. We might need to head over in that direction to find the... look at that. Fire Aspect 5, Flame 5? Well, Flame 5 is not very good, but Fire Aspect 5 could be pretty good. We could create... we can't craft a enchantment table. I don't believe there was any text to say we couldn't gather an enchantment table. So we could make some bookcases out of that. I might have to re-review the rules of the map, but I'm fairly... Ooh, hello. I'm fairly confident the rules said we couldn't craft an enchantment table, but it didn't say we couldn't gather it. Basic Bob. Well, hello, Basic Bob. What do you have? 10 and 10 for 64 torches. That's pretty good. I believe it's usually takes 16 and 16. So that's a deal. A bunch of clocks for Beverage of Salvation. That's just a... Oh, what is that? A bunch of gold? Shit, I don't remember how clocks are crafted. Can I look? Can I tell how clocks crafted in here? No? Okay, I don't have the... I've not gathered the recipe yet. Okay, well, a bunch of clocks for a beverage distillation. I'm going to say it now. I don't typically do a huge amount of potion trading. I've played a bunch of maps. Inspired Gallery by Chief Wiggy was one of them that had a lot of potion trades. I typically didn't really do a huge amount of trading for potions, just because you can mostly do everything without them. It's kind of an added bonus in most cases, unless the map is specifically crafted around it. It's kind of an afterthought, and it's more of as an added bonus, I find, for players who might need that extra bit of boost in order to kind of get through an area. I mean, I'll use potions if I have them, in some cases, depending on what it is, but in a lot of cases, outside of instant health or regeneration or on the occasion strength potions, I don't really do a huge amount of potions when I play CTMs. I don't find that it's typically the map is balanced around using potions. Again, it's kind of an extra bonus, but again, it's there for the people who might need it or might need that extra bit of gusto. I do like this this trait here for some common loot that you're going to find throughout this map. Rotten flesh, bones, gunpowder, rabbit hide to leather. I believe it's a 3-to-1 trade if you craft it yourself, which is really nice. Leather helmet, golden apple for a chain. I mean, it doesn't add anything. It's going to add a little bit of a very insignificant amount of armor for what the golden apple could be used for, especially given the oversaturation that you could use with golden apples. So, I think there are a few good trades in this trade villager. This coal to stick to torch ratio is really good. These random mats that you're going to get just by killing stuff is really good for the golden apples. The rabbit hide to leather. I think the situation where we're going to be needing leather is going to be very few. I think we're going to outlive leather pretty quickly. Oh, hello. I like that. That's a little secret. A little secret cake. Very cute. Very cute. Ooh. Okay. This is a point where we could move our white wool here. I don't think it's in our best interest that we do so at the moment. I think we can leave it in that chest. I think even the chest that was over near the base would probably be a better place to put that wool. But we'll go from here. I really like these little cones. It's almost like an alien experience trying to I don't know, pull up something. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time messing with those. We should really just get moving along. Actually, kind of find out what's up here. Oh, well, I asked for that. Oh, it's a trap chest. I didn't even consider that. So much for paying attention. Good job, Rock. Okay, let's for first things first. Oh, there's another heart thing over there. I know there's a heart thing over there. There's a heart thing over there. We're definitely gonna have to grab those here soon. I think first things first. Let's try to explore this area. I think next episode we should head over in this direction, because I remember there was a heart thing over there and a heart thing over here. We should definitely grab those while we can, because they are, according to the map maker, actually really important. And, ooh, hello. So bad grenade. I actually really happy to find, um, really happy to find some of these clocks, because these clocks are tradable items with that vendor. That's actually a really nice touch. I really enjoy that these trades are not something you have to craft yourself necessarily, but something you can. Oh, hello. Something you can just find the items for. Really nice touch. Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, there is a bad spawner. Ooh. Everywhere. Okay, bad spawner. One bad spawner down. There's definitely more. Let's see. I assume they're in all four corners. Nothing over here. Over here. Okay, there's one. Okay, let's check this other corner. Okay, I think we got the major bad spawners that are not hidden. There is a good chance that there are some that are hidden. Oh, it's a heart. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, let's add that to our inventory. Okay. This is something we're definitely going to want to get distributed out to our end chest as soon as possible. Again, I don't know necessarily what it does. We've been told that it's important, but outside of that, oh hello. Outside of that, we've not been told a whole lot, even really realistically how to turn them in. So we're just gonna have to be super serial careful. Ooh, even more clocks. Okay. So some of these trades we're gonna actually be able to do ourselves without a whole lot, which is actually really nice. The fact that we don't have to actually craft these. Hello, spider. The fact that we actually don't have to craft these clocks is actually really nice for us. And is this the extent of this area? I figured this would have led into another area that was kind of the wool area. Okay, okay, okay. We can deal with it. I guess let's try to see if we can get our way back out of here. So some of these pyramids might just be a source of loot. Oh, get out of here. Or some of these, not pyramids, but these little cone thingies might just be a source of loot. So we might not have to do a whole lot with them unless we're trying to gather loot. That tower thingy looks important. Let's head over to that first. This Frosty Mountain looks like it's going to be something. Oh, there's a house there too. Ooh, okay, so there's a lot of potential options here. That Frosty Mountain looks like it could potentially be a new area itself. So I'm not too particularly worried about going over there in general. No, Mr. Witherspoon. I will not dance with you today. Today will not be our dancing day. Okay, so it looks like we have a couple points of interest within this map. We have the tower that we're in. We have this big... oh, wow, our health. We have this big pit here, and then we have this structure here. I'm guessing this pit is probably going to be where... Oh, look at all this. I'm actually really happy to find a lot of this, a lot of these resources, just because they have potential applications in the grand scheme of things. I'm guessing this pit right here is probably where we want it to be, which looks to be... Oh, that thing's not going to rotate. It looks to be east, which is that way. I'm guessing... Okay, there's... Ah, there it is. That's the box. Okay. So we got the box here. It looks like it's over the void. Void areas? I think that's void. It's hard to tell. It could just be another block. I highly doubt it. That structure right there appears to be that, so... Oh. We are in for a fun time, it seems. Fun time. It looks like the wool, though, so... Let's try to clear around the best that we can, because we're going to have to deal with a bunch of shit. So it seems. Yeah. There's just 2 spawners on top. That kind of looks like a blaze spawner, and that looks like a skeleton spawner. Just as a initial observation using just color, because that looks kind of orangey and that one looks kind of whitey, and not a whole lot of mobs that fit within those requirements. So it's gonna be one of those situations. Let's take full advantage of this rain. Yeah, that's totally a blaze and a skeleton spawner. Okay, so here is what I'm thinking. Ooh, hello. Okay, you're not something bad. Here is what I'm thinking. So, we have a blaze, a potential blaze, and a skeleton spawner. And actually, this is kind of almost the best time to investigate into this. So I think what we have to do is we have to do an initial observatory spawning session. We have to get them out spawning just to see what's going on. Blaze should die to rain. Skeleton probably is dumb enough that it walked off the edge, so we're typically good in that regards. So the only thing we have to really do is get in there really quickly and break it. That box does look like it's orange, which is good for us. So I think we more or less have to do just a sprint in and break the spawners really quickly. Generally speaking, unless there's some NBT messery with spawners, usually you can kind of they're going to be primed by general in a general sense, so that as soon as you get to range, you can spawn something. So you can kind of get into range just to spawn them and back up, and then you can kill them out from a distance, or I guess lure it over to you. And then you have some free time in order to get over to break the spawner. So I think at this point, we're actually pretty good to just run over and break the spawners without really much issue. Yeah, that's what I thought. Fantastic. That's kind of one of the downside with spawners, is that you can kind of you don't have to worry about them too much once they've spawned. Most people don't really mess with spawners a huge amount with regards to their spawn delays and stuff like that, or even setting the spawn potentials and whatnot. So you can kind of just dip in far enough to spawn them, back up, kill them, and then just kind of run in without too much of an issue. So we got our orange wool. Kind of want to run over to this house and investigate it. Is it a bad idea? Sure it is. We have an orange wool on us. But getting to the orange wool now is uber safe. So it's actually not really much of a problem. Probably should have tossed up a torch or two over there, just to prevent potential spawns on some of the full blocks. In the grand scheme of things, I'm not too terribly worried. So let's find out what this house is about. Hello? Bad things? I'm waiting for one of these days where these carpets are going to just be floating over a hole, and you just fall to your death. I mean, realistically, it's only a matter of time. You would expect. Archaeologists are best. Protection 3, Curse of Vanishing 3, which realistically does nothing but a bunch of cooked mutton, which is always nice. The golden pieces of gear, I'm not too worried about. I mean, ultimately, if I need them, I'll come back and gather them. But typically speaking, golden gear is garbage. And unless it has something like mending or whatnot, then that's typically the case. There's an island up there that looks like it could be something. You know what? Oh, no way. Let me just wait a second. Hey, skeleton. We have to head back this way anyways. Let's investigate this little island. Because obviously there is this little pillar here, or not pillar, but cone thingy here, which leads me to believe there's actually some type of point of interest. Whether that's true or not is a different story, but it leads me to believe, just from a designer standpoint, that I would think this is a point of interest of some type. Whether it is or not is a different story, but we can at least peek around to see if we see anything interesting. Oh, I see a heart way in the distance. It doesn't appear to be a point of interest, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. So, we did manage to find ourselves some orange wool. I find it interesting because it seems a bit out of order. Because that mountain right there with the magenta wool, that's kind of the first big point of interest that you find, even before you find this desert area. Excuse me, pardon me. So, it seems like things are a little bit out of order. I mean, maybe if you were intended to go around the island this way instead of going the way we went, it's possible. It's possible that we could have reached here first. So, I mean, we didn't follow the book for the quote-unquote recommended order of things, or the recommended directions to the things. So, I mean, yeah, it's on us. But it seems like the stuff is a little out of order. And again, it's an open world CTM. You're kind of subject to do whatever you want. So, maybe there's some intention there. Let's grab one of these. Cute little beverages. Speed 3, instant health 6, jump boost 3, poison 2, saturation 3. Not terrible. I mean, generally speaking, it's actually a pretty good potion. The instant health is not a timed thing, so it's going to be instant versus a almost like a regen potion. So you're not gonna the poison is gonna kind of hit you a bit rough. It's 10 seconds of poison 2. Yeah. So I mean that's always gonna be a bit rough, but overall not terrible. Let me get back to base and check the recording time, because I'm not sure how long I've been recording. And we'll decide where to go from there. So I'll be right back. Alright, so we've been going for about 25 minutes or so. I don't think we're really going to accomplish anything meaningful within the next 5 to 10 minutes, so I think we will call it there for today. One thing I did notice that I didn't really read earlier from the gear that we gathered in that area is that we did find a pickaxe that provides knockback resistance 1, which means we're completely immune to knockback. And it also is unbreakable, meaning we can use it as much as we want. We don't have to worry about durability loss. So this could actually be a backup pickaxe for the expensive pick. This is obviously the best for mining spawners and general resources that is not gold, because for some reason gold pickaxes don't work on gold, and I don't think they work on diamond as well. But it's a general good breaking stuff pickaxe. While this, which means we can probably get rid of this, which means this is our overall just mine stuff pickaxe. I mean, we don't have any efficiency or anything on it. I don't know if we can find, if we find a cobblestone pickaxe that has some efficiency and whatnot on it, we could probably combine them, if I had to guess. It's been a while since I've looked at the code, as I had implemented or created the grinding stone, but I believe, if I remember correctly, we could combine enchantments and stuff of another pick onto this pick. So we should be able to keep the attributes of it and any enchantments that we get from a second pick. So we'll see. We might be able to realistically make this our ultimate pick, but it might take a hot minute. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But with that, I think we're going to call it there for today. Thanks for joining as always, everybody. And I'll catch you all next time. Bye!